Hello everyone, it's Cash here, back with another video. Today I'm going to remake a video I made a long time ago called How to Make a Button Play an Animation. So let's get started. First things first, what I'm going to do is create a GUI. And then I'm going to name the GUI Animations GUI. Okay, now reset on spawn is going to be true, and ignore GUI inset is going to be true. And what this does right here is there's a little top bar on Roblox, and it's gonna not worry about that. So basically, the top bar won't matter to this. So like if you put something at the top, it won't it'll go right through it. It'll go right through the top bar. It won't have an offset. So now what we're gonna do is create a button, and we're gonna name this, or not name it, but we can name it. We'll name it Levitate, and then we'll change the text to Levitate because I'm going to make a Levitate animation. And then you can change the color of it, you can change the font, you can change the color of the font, you can add a UI corner so it looks cool. Alright, it looks pretty good. Then we can shrink this down a little bit if we want, or we can make it bigger, put it down here. Looks good. And now it's automatically scaling for me, so it's using the scale right here instead of the offset, and that makes it scale perfectly on all devices. So if you want to do that, then you want to download this plugin called Auto Scale Lite or Auto Scale Plus, and you just want to go right here to unit conversion and scale both. So just press scale and scale, and I'll drag that down there. So you can do this for any GUI, and that will make it fit on all devices. Alright, and now we're going to add a script inside of the GUI, and then this will be called Animations Script. Okay, and now the reason I'm using a server script instead of a local script is because server scripts are going to play the animation for everybody, and local scripts usually don't play it for everybody. And this is how they stop exploiters from playing like bad animations and stuff. Alright, so we're going to create a folder in replicated storage, and then this is going to be called Animations. And then I'm going to create a folder for the animation I want, so it's going to be called Levitate. And if you don't want capitalization, we can just do Levitate by itself like that. And I think that will be better, but you don't have to worry about capitalization right here, just on the actual things. Okay, and now we're going to create a string value under the button, and we're going to name this animation, and this is how we're going to tell if this is an animation button. So this is going to work for all your GUIs. And what we're going to do is my bad. I thought we were scripting. You're going to just change the value of the animation to the folder animation name, and that's it. And I'm going to make this lowercase. Okay, and now we're going to create an animation in Levitate. We're going to make one R15 and one for R6, so they're both going to be the same. Okay, and now if you only want an animation for one or the other, then you're just going to make one for R15 or one for R6, whatever one you want to use. But I'm going to show you how to do both, so it will work for either. Okay, so in animation script, we're going to define the GUI by doing GUI equals script.parent, and the parent is this script's parent. And then we're going to create a value for all elements in the GUI. So we're going to GUI get descendants, and this is going to look through every single element in the GUI. So you can add this script to any of your GUIs. Okay, and now what we're going to do is make a for loop. So for every element in pairs elements, because it's a table, so we loop through every single instance. And then what we're going to do is local animation ID equals element find first child animation, and the animation that I'm looking for is right here. And not the animation ID, but we're gonna name animation name, and there it is. So we're gonna do if animation name, and that's how we know if this is an animation button. Okay, and what we're gonna do is now that we know the element is a GUI button, we can do element mouse button one click connect function, and what this is going to do is we're going to be able to find or we're going to be able to know whenever this button right here is clicked without having to define it. So we don't have to do local levitate button equals levitate and then you do another function for that. This is going to make it so it's this simple to make all the line of code work, and we can do this for every button. Okay, so what we're going to do is local animation, actually local character, no, local player equals GUI dot parent, because the GUI's parent is automatically going to be the player's player GUI, and then the player GUI is the player GUI is under the player, so we're gonna get the player by the player GUI. Okay, and then we'll do character equals player dot character, and then we'll check if there's a character, and if there's not a character, then we'll just return. But you don't really have to do that. You can just do that. And then if there's a character, humanoid would be character find first child humanoid, and that's how we get the humanoid. And then we're going to find the animation. So if humanoid, then local animation object, or actually no, we have to find the rig type. So local rig type equals humanoid dot rig type, and then if the rig type is equal to enum dot humanoid rig type dot r6, or actually R15, then rig type is equal to R15, else it's R6, so it'd be defined as R6. And this is going to come in handy because this is how getting the rig type is how we're going to find the animation right here. So as you can see, these are named R15 and R6, so that's just the animation we look for. Okay, and we'll do local animation folder, or yeah, local animation folder, animations folder equals game.replicate storage find first child animations, and we're just going to copy that and paste it up here. So that's how we have the animations folder up here. Okay, and now we're going to get the animation. So local animation folder, actually we'll just say anim folder so we don't get it confused with animations folder. And then we'll do we're going to type we want to find this folder right here in the animations folder. So we'll do animations folder find first child, and then we'll get the animation name right here dot value. Oops. There we go. Now we have the value, and this should find the folder right here. So we have the animation name right here, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna lower the value. So what that's gonna do is make it all lowercase. So that way, it doesn't matter what you put in here. You could do all capitals right here and do levitate, but it'll still be this. Okay. And now what we're gonna do is local animation equals humanoid. Actually, no, hold on. Local anim equals anim folder find first child rig type, and then if anim, then, and if not, we'll do no animation found for rig type dot rig type. So if there's no animation for R6, it'll say no animation found for rig type R6, or you could just do R6, but yeah, we'll do that. Okay, and if there's an animation, we'll do local load or animation track equals humanoid load animation anim. Okay, then we'll do animation track play. Okay, so now this should play our animation. However, we don't have any animations made yet, so we're going to have to make those. But for right now, we need to add a debounce. Alright, so we'll create a debounce up here, and local debounce equals false. Alright, and then what we'll do is we will select all of this right here, and we'll do if debounce is equal to false, then we'll paste it. Okay, and then we will once we're down here and it all works, we'll set debounce to true, spawn a function, and we'll do task.spawn. Okay, and we'll do wait animation track dot, I think it's animation track dot time. We can check the dev form, but I think it's length or something like that. And yeah, that should work. And then we'll do debounce equals false. We might get an error there, but that's okay. Alright, and now we're going to create the animation for R15 first, so we can test this out. And then we'll create the R6 animation after. So I'm just going to build a rig in the avatar tab, R15, and then I'm going to make them levitate. So we're going to open the animation editor, and that is right here. Let's see. Avatar maybe? Yeah, it's an avatar. Okay, I'm going to drag this down here. And what we're going to do is select this guy, name the animation levitate R15. And then what we'll do is add all body parts, and then add a keyframe for every one. That way it's not just like that way they can't like walk and stuff and like make other animations combine with this, because that would be really weird. So we're just gonna add every keyframe. This does take a little bit of time. There we go. Now we have every keyframe made, and now we're gonna go forward a little bit, and we're gonna go for like 1 second. Press R to change the move or rotate, whatever you want to do. And we're going to just drag this guy up. I'm going to rotate him a little bit. Then we're going to copy all of these except for the ones right there. So we're just going to drag, get it to go up a little bit. I think we can just also, oh yeah. So you select all of them and then just deselect the ones that you don't want, like this. There we go, by holding control, by the way. Okay, so now that we have this, we're going to copy those frames by pressing Control C and press Control V. So that way it just does like this, like perfectly. And I'm going to change this to like 10 seconds because this will be a cool animation. And I'll just copy this, paste it another second later, and move it like that. And then 3 seconds later, same thing with this one. Rotate it again. And copy this one, paste it right here. Basically just the same thing over and over. And I'm gonna just change the animation link to 401. That's as much as it goes. So now here's our animation. It's pretty cool. And I'm gonna just drag this. Well, no, I don't have to do anything like that. This one does go a little bit faster, but that's fine. And now we're gonna set the animation priority to action, and then we're just going to publish to Roblox. And if you're the creator of the game, then you're going to put it as you, the creator as you. But if it's a group game, you want to put the creator as the group, because animations don't work unless the creator of the game made them. Okay, so now we're going to submit this animation, or publish it. Copy the ID by pressing this, and then press close. And if you accidentally click out without copying it, you can just publish it again, and that should work. Okay, now we're gonna go to the R15 levitate and paste in the ID. Okay, and now that we have the ID and we have the script, this should work. We'll try it. So let's press play and see if it works. So we're going to press levitate and it works. And as you can see, there is a bug where if you do this animation, you can still walk around, and if you don't want to be able to walk around with it, as you can see here, it's kind of weird. It's pretty cool though. I like the animation. So you can levitate, but if you use shift lock, that's a really bad issue because you can just rotate even if you're frozen. So what we're going to do to fix all that is, it's actually pretty simple. So we're going to go and levitate. We're going to add a folder in levitate, and we're going to name this animation settings, and this is how we're going to control the settings. So we're going to create a I think we'll do a bool value, which is true or false, and we'll call this freeze, or actually we'll just do can move. So if can move's false, then it'll freeze your player. And I think that's really all we need right now. So we'll do, once we have the animation folder, local anim settings, or animation settings, animations folder, find for child, animation, or actually it's anim folder, find for child, anim folder, find for child, animation settings, and that will work. So now we have the animation settings, and then we'll do local s for settings, animation settings dot can move dot value. So settings, anim settings. So this is just like a table that we can find all the settings in, and we'll make this actually a dictionary instead of an array, and this will be can move. Okay, then you just add a comma. If you want to add any other settings, you basically just do the same thing, change this and then change that. I'm going to show you how to use dictionaries too. And what we're going to do is create we're going to use the settings. So once we play it, we'll do if anim settings 1, or actually no, can move. You can't do 1 when it's a dictionary, but you can do can move. Then or actually we'll do is equal to false. Then we'll do character dot primary part dot anchored equals true. So that will freeze the character. And then what we'll do is, if you want to, I'm not sure if you guys want them to be able to rotate, so we'll create another one called can rotate. And then if can rotate is equal to true, then we won't turn off shift lock from. I mean, shift lock will still be active, but we're just gonna change their camera thingy. I'll show you guys what we're gonna do. So can rotate equals animation settings dot can rotate dot value. Okay, and if can move equals to false, and then if anim settings can rotate is equal to false, then, and we're gonna have to do some local script type of stuff, but it's really not that hard. Okay, and we'll create a remote event, call this client, and then this right here will be animations local script. Okay, local UI equals script.parent, local remote event equals UI find for child client. And we want to do wait for child actually. And then what we're going to do, remote event dot on client event connect function. And what we're going to do here is we're basically just going to like turn off or like change our camera stuff. So right here we're gonna do actually we'll just do settings, and then this will just be a table. So local, actually since it's firing the table, we can do if s can move then, and we'll do is equal to false, and we'll do if s can rotate is equal to false, and then we're just going to change this stuff. So game dot workspace dot current camera dot camera subject, right? Yeah, the camera subject equals to, and we're going to get the player and then the character. And then what we'll do is player.character added connect function. Actually, since the GUI is resetting on spawn, we don't have to do that. So current camera.camera subject is equal to character find first child head. So, or we'll do just nil. And then we're gonna make a comma, and we'll do playing. Okay, and we'll do if playing, then else, then we'll do all this. And then once this, we'll just do current camera dot camera subject equals character find first child humanoid. Okay, and we can actually remove the or no right here, but because if it doesn't find it, it'll set it to no automatically. Okay, and then we'll do character dot primary part dot anchored equals to false. Okay, and down here we're actually going to change this and put this right here, and then character dot primary part dot anchored equals true. Okay, and now all you have to do is right here, we can actually get rid of all these, and then we'll do GUI dot client flyer client player, and then the settings. Actually player true, and then anim settings. And we're gonna copy this exact thing right here, and then what we'll do is when debounce is equal to false, we'll just turn this, we'll get rid of those and set this to false. Alright, let's try this again. And we levitate, and we can still move, and we have an issue right here. It's in the local script, and it's on line 12. Can move. Okay. So we're firing the animation settings, and it's firing the client right here, right after we play. So, let's see. It's firing the player. It's saying that it's playing, and it got past this, and anchored. Oh, okay. So we need to fire this. We need to change these right here. That's all we have to really do. Alright. Let's try it again. And we can still move. So we fire it that it's playing, which is true. And then we fire the animation settings. I think what we need to do instead is just send a table and unpack animation settings. And what this will do, I think it's not going to work. It's going to give us an error real quick, but just to see this. Okay. I guess it's the animation settings folder. Okay. That just helps us see what we're looking at. We're gonna print animation settings, and the animation folder is this folder, and the animation settings, yeah, that should work. We're gonna print this out real quick, see what happens. Okay, we got values. Can move equals false. So if can move is equal to false, then we set that to true. And if can rotate is equal to false, maybe we should print S right here. Let's see. We're gonna levitate and it prints on the client. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it should be working. That's pretty weird. Not really sure about that. I think what's happening is it's the character. So we need to define the character once we get here. And I put that in the wrong place. So we'll put that right there. And then when we get down here, we'll just define it again. And we try to levitate. And it sets our thing right. This is pretty weird. I'm not really sure what's going on. It's firing perfectly. Everything's going good. The camera subject, let's see what that is. It's our humanoid. And as you can see, if we get rid of it, what's that? So it's levitate. And it's the camera subject is still the humanoid. Okay, that's really our problem. So I think I found the problem. Alright, what the problem is that we have to repeat this until it's over. So what we'll do is we'll make a function. Actually, we'll create something up here called playing equals false. And then no, what we'll do this right here. So I'm really not sure what's happening. I've never really had this bug, so I think what we'll do is we'll just do a loop. While playing, do, and we'll do wait. Make a wait right here. Try this out. There we go, that fixed it. Okay. And we're flying away. And then after we're still bugged out here. So we'll just create something up here. Local p equals false. And then while p do, when we play p equals playing. And we'll put that right up here. And I think this should do it. Actually, no, it didn't. Let's see. I think the reason it's doing this, I know what it's doing now. Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna do while playing, you're gonna do this, and then okay. We're gonna create a function up here, and then we're gonna do set, and then s, and we'll do that. Okay, and we'll do set s, and then up here we'll do p equals p is equal to playing. Yeah, this should do it now, because if we're firing it after the debounce, it should be working. Are we? Let's see. Yeah, we fire it after the debounce is over. Maybe we're not waiting. Yeah, okay, that's why. It's the length. So I think we gotta do animation track dot time length. Is that it? Time length is not. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just spawn another function, and we'll do repeat wait. Actually, we won't even spawn a function. We'll just do wait repeat wait until animation track dot playing is equal to false. Let's try this out. It says playing is not a valid member. I'm not sure about this now. So I'm gonna look this up real quick on dev forum. Or not in dev forum, on the wiki API reference. So animation track and oh, it is playing. Okay. And length, I was correct about length. It is length, but yeah, we're just gonna do the is playing method because length is not working. So this works now. We can't move, and there we go. Alright, there we go, we fixed it. Alright. I think it's pretty cool. Alright guys, now we're almost done with this. There's only a couple more things I want to show you guys. So you can create another button, and you can just go to animation and name it to something else, and it'll work perfectly. But as you can see in this one, I'm only using the R15 animation, and I didn't create an R6. Just to show you guys that it does work for R6, I'll just create a basic animation real quick in R6. So, actually that's an R15. We'll build a rig, block rig, animation editor, and then we'll create this as a levitate R6, or I put 4.6, but it's whatever. Alright, let's animate this. So we're just going to add all, and then for all of these we're going to add a keyframe, boop, boop, boop. Okay. Now we added a keyframe for all of those. We're going to copy this, we're going to put the animation at 4 seconds. And at the 1 second mark, we'll paste it again. We'll go over here, and we'll just drag this up and rotate. And at the 2 second mark, we'll copy this one, paste it here, move it up, and we'll rotate it again. At the 3 second mark, we'll just move it up and then rotate it. And at the 4 second mark, paste it again, move it up, and rotate it. Alright, now we'll set the animation priority to action, publish to Roblox, levitate R6. Then we're going to copy the asset ID once it's done publishing. There we go. Now we're going to exit out of this, and we're just going to change this to R6, placed in the animation ID. Then we're going to go to the game settings right here. There we go. And then we're going to do is go to avatar R6. So that way it'll only be R6 when we load in. As you can see, I'm R6 now. So if you press levitate, now I have a levitate for R6 and it works. However, this right here, I'm still anchored. So if we press this again and see if it unanchors us, we may have a bug. Okay, we do have a bug. So I think it's right here. Character.humanoidRootPart.anchored equals true. And what we'll do is down here, character.primaryPart dot. Oh, actually, I say that we just get rid of this and then put it right here, and that should work, because after the loop's done, it will do that. So we press levitate, we can't move, and we still can't move once we're down here. It works for R15, so I think we'll just add a weight. And then see if this does it. So if we check, is the torso anchored? Is the humanoid root part anchored? If we can unanchor it and it works. Oh, okay. Found the issue. So right here, we're using humanoid root part, or we were using primary part, but we're supposed to be using anchor. Or my bad. We're supposed to be using humanoid root part instead of primary part, because the primary part for R6 is different. It's torso. Alright guys, well, it works for R6 and R15. The script is not the most complicated, but yeah, it works pretty good. You can just change all your animation settings, you can make new animations like that, and it's actually really simple. So I'm going to save this model and the scripts down below in the description. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, and if you didn't enjoy it, then leave another like. But anyways, make sure to subscribe, join my Discord server if you need help, or if you want to talk to people and other scripters. And yeah, buy my clothing, it's in the description down below. This is a pretty long video, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.